the Ultimate Amiibo League!
Hello everyone, I am Leica Vosk.
And I'm Muzdu.
And after, after I don't know what just happened, Jin Kazama winning a tournament, Tourney 2, we're here. We're here now, this timeline. Jin Kazama got 4 wins last time, which Muzdu, as you pointed out, was more than he's had in his career.
Like, that is just an absurd fact.
And now he gets to go against Eclipse,
who's another Tourney winner.
In Tourney 2 of Season 1.
Tourney 2 is quite interesting.
It's always been that fun tournament. Maybe we need to just start calling every tournament 2.
And just see what happens?
Now, Blastoise will be bound to win one of them, but Eclipse has not won this season yet. She just needs to make it through the first round, and Jin Kazama went from having no points to being in the top half of points.
Correct. Wasn't he in 3rd place total after that one?
Well, I don't know exactly, but he might be further up with that spike.
That was beautiful.
Nothing against Eclipse, but Jin Kazama has been playing lights out from the last tournament onward. And he's doing it again here. Yeah, beautiful move. Great combo game.
Oh, and beating her move down, like that's...
Yeah, down tilt with the foot, very smart. He is getting stunned a little bit here. Ooh, she saved it and turned it around, the reversal.
That was beautiful on her part.
Now she just needs to stay alive for longer than probably 50 seconds.
Oh, wow, I didn't think that would hit.
For 6 damage?
I mean,
probably not worth it, but...
Yeah, 6 isn't much. That was a nice shield.
He's learning, and yeah, that's not enough.
She's so floaty, so bouncy, she can come back.
Especially the lateral recovery.
Correct. Oh my goodness.
She's at 182 damage. He's at 56.
There we go. I was about to say, dang near any blow is going to knock her off.
What's more shocking, Jin Kazama winning last tournament completely, or him having 5 straight wins?
I think 5 straight wins would be more impressive because that kind of infers a tournament win.
I guess it does, but especially when you realize you have to beat Blastoise to do it.
And not only Blastoise, but another tournament winner right here in order to make that happen.
That is Blastoise's only loss this season, by the way.
One of his only losses ever.
Yeah, he's lost to... Oh, jeez.
Jin Kazama. To the chin. Oh. Good night.
Eclipse continues her pointless streak, and Jin Kazama starts his.
Point full streak.
Point full. Yeah. After another Jin Kazama victory, Boromir, the consecutive 8th place finisher for 2 straight tourneys.
The new Mr. Consistency?
Is it consistency, or is it just one of those things where it's, you're consistent, but it's not a good consistency?
I mean, it's better to be 8th than 9th through 16th.
It is.
So...
And Bork, who missed out on a lot last time.
I'll tell you what, Boromir is coming out looking good so far.
Man, he's looking good enough for a 3rd straight 8th place performance, I tell you what.
But I mean, as we've seen time and time again, you can't sleep on Bork.
Because right now, look at how the tide's just changed. Within 30 seconds, it's gone from a Boromir heavy match to a Bork, not led match, but recovered,
Yeah, I mean, Bork is still in this fight.
Barely making it back onto stage with that wonderful recovery.
Wow. Grab and throw?
Oh!
Interesting.
Great tech play by Boromir to make it back up to stage.
I mean, they're both so high, and both of them have the strength to knock each other off right here.
A very even fight between these two fighters. One using all the range capabilities in the world, and the other one having to rush down and use a sword constantly.
Now, I was hoping we'd see a good counterplay.
I think Bork, besides spiking, he read through that counter and knew that grab was the best option.
I think you're correct right there.
Falling off stage was probably optimal there.
It was probably the best case scenario.
He knew that Boromir can't risk going off stage right now.
True. And Boromir has to get a kill right now, or else he's in trouble.
Just as you said, he's getting there, and we do know that Boromir has the damage capabilities to probably get 30% on a good smash attack.
Correct.
But that can placement and the projectile game from Bork, it's going to be hard to overcome it. I know you don't necessarily play as Roy or other sword characters a lot, but what would you do to try to get through someone who's throwing out all these projectiles like this?
You almost have to close the gap and then as soon as that projectile comes out, have your counter ready. Like, I mean, that's what I would want to do. That's what I would try to do. I can't say that's what I would do well.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a great counter, a great solution to what he's facing right now.
See, with the Bork gameplay, he has projectiles that go from the low, horizontal, the ones that can go vertical, and the ones that can even stay on the ground and wait to shoot at you. So I would typically recommend, jumping above the opponent and coming down for approaching. But in this case, Bork has every opportunity covered.
Because Bork also has a great up smash.
Yes, he has great smash attacks. But who would have thought Boromir did what you said, stayed patient, charged through, and now it's it's Boromir's favor.
As far as stock, but when we look at damage, one misstep and he's gone.
The good news about this is now that any damage he gets on Bork is just added damage. It's
icing on the cake.
Exactly. And
Interesting.
He's going deep to not try anything. I thought he was at least going to try to spike.
I kind of thought we would see that too.
He does have a spike that's able, and that's a lot of damage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's charging it up. Bork, not very patient there, makes it through.
Oh my goodness.
211 damage on Boromir on his second stock. Bork at kill percent. Not
on his last.
Yeah, this is his last stock.
This is not how I envisioned this going.
Well, I really thought... Oh! No way.
Oh, the
gunman saved him.
Oh, because that would have been it.
That would have been... Yeah, he would have been gone there. He tried it. He tried it again, but... Wow.
Well, we have to go back and look at that last life being taken to Roy, because that was a fantastic play that not many people could ever pull off.
Keeping over 200% against Bork, who's just so calm and collected, that's awesome. Boromir, guaranteed to get at least one more point to add to his collection. I wasn't ready for Bork to be knocked out again, but it looks like he is. R.O.B.ert, the fourth place man.
Fourth place, tied for third with points.
Correct, because he got that 3 stock. Gets to go against Deimos, who, I mean, I know he was in last tournament, but besides looking very sad and depressed, he didn't do much else, did he?
He did not. He showed up in that first tournament, did all right, but he did not perform in that second.
Yeah,
so we're already seeing almost as much damage.
Much better gameplay from him.
Yeah.
And I think part of that's going to be because R.O.B.ert doesn't play against these type of fighters. A lot of his fighters he go against are quicker.
Good night. I would just like to say, as of right here, right now, Deimos already has delivered more damage than he did last tournament.
Which is something that he can be happy about. I do think that this should be a R.O.B.ert kind of match, though. He should be able to outreach Deimos, and so many of Deimos' moves are slow, and despite the footstool, the recovery on R.O.B.ert's unbeatable in this situation.
Absolutely.
Whoa!
But it doesn't matter how good your recovery is. When you get hit by that move, goodbye.
When you have a sword that does 40 damage on a bad hit, you're set.
See, I wish he would stop doing that move. It takes too long and doesn't offer invincibility frames.
Yeah, here's the thing. I didn't teach him to do that move. I didn't even use it on him when he was level 1, and they're just sitting there. Nope, I went for more fun things like, this combo. Except he would actually continue in the air. Now he's working into it and then stomp outside there, but that's not a good finishing move. That's a good punishment move if they are staying in their shield for too long, because it does break shields, but it's going to come down to probably using too many of those moves that will make him lose this match.
If he loses, it's almost guaranteed to be because of that.
So let's realize he is at 200%, and he already has R.O.B.ert at kill percentage again. And he's still on 3 stocks. He can't recover.
Had he hit that, it would have maybe saved him. But
it could have killed R.O.B.ert there too, but R.O.B.ert using his air dodge, knowing his recovery is good enough to stay safe. Ooh, dodging the spike there that would have probably killed him.
I think I would agree, it probably would have.
Saving himself with an up B. I'm going to be honest, this is not as interesting of a match as I thought it would be.
It's not. We're seeing a much slower pace. We're seeing R.O.B.ert not play like he did last time. And we're seeing Deimos use too many of those moves that just...
They're slow and they don't hit.
Yeah. It takes too long for them to hit, and therefore it's not worth
using that side B would be a little bit more helpful in this situation.
Or using his down B while you're on the ground for that slide.
As he does get spiked, and we're at the halfway point of the match, and they're both at 1 stock each.
Yeah, now it's a much more interesting fight with that stock or with that spike.
The spike was the most interesting thing so far, but
Deimos has got to stop doing that one move.
I taught him all the quick moves, all the jabs that you do as Ganondorf, and he's a fan of power. I can't blame him for.
Then he needs to use that up smash.
You
that
think,
covers half the map.
You think that he would, and he has done that before, and it's worked. So it's very close on damage, and I still think that it's in favor of R.O.B.ert due to the recovery.
Yeah, because if he misses something right here, one mistake, it's over. Now he also only needs one more hit.
Yep, the back air.
That was beautiful.
See, when he finally stopped trying to stay on the ground and use his up tilt, he finally got through there. We hate it for R.O.B.ert because he did finish 4th place last time and get a 3 stock, but it's good to see that the current rookies are showing up.
It is indeed.
After Deimos finally getting a win, his second one this season, or you know what I'm trying to say, we get a classic in the UAL. Kraken versus Blue. Muzdu, you've been with the UAL since Season 1. You've seen these two fighters before. Who's your money on if you had to pick one fighter today only?
We see them go back and forth every time we watch. It's always hard to take a guess. And I should have made a guess, before we got into it and saw that Blue does have an advantage. But I think I'm going to put my money on Blue for this match.
You said you wish you would have stopped to see it beforehand to still bet Blue. I get you.
Yeah, so I didn't want...
You didn't want to seem like you're jumping onto it. I will admit, Season 1, the record between these two was 3-2 in Blue's favor. But I don't think it's ever solidly one fighter or the other.
I'm with you on that.
All I know
always back and forth.
It's always going to be action-filled. It's never going to be a 3 stock. It's never going to be a 2 stock. I think it will always come down to 1 stock only between these two high-paced fighters.
Because they're both so aggressive. They're both so strong. And even though Yoshi's doesn't compare to Kraken's, he's got decent recovery. So
I think the main thing that helps Blue out with his recovery is his second jump technically has super armor during portions of it. And that's a win for Blue. He had 216 damage before he was gone.
Correct. Made him take some time and put 65 damage on Kraken.
And Yoshi's not a heavy character. He's not... Oh, he shield breaks. How will he punish?
He won't?
That's got to be a kill.
Wow.
This might have capabilities to be a 2-stock victory after that shield break. That was a very, very smart play to do the Yoshi bomb, the down B, right next to him there. You wouldn't have expected it, because if you have your shield up, it's like, okay, they're going to grab, right? Nope. That is crazy to see, though.
That is. We're just seeing great performance by Blue, and Kraken's not disappointing either.
Well, Kraken did get his very first points last tournament. He missed out on the first tournament. I guess you could say these fighters are kind of inverses of each other, because Blue got second place in the first tournament, he's taunting now, and missed out on the second tournament completely.
You're correct. It is almost as if they are inverse.
Blue's still got the lead here by stocks, but damage-wise, both of these fighters are right next to each other. That's a spike. Well, a sideways. Thanks,
okay.
Whatever.
It looks like it should have gone straight down.
It would have been magnificent if it went straight down, but congratulations to Blue beating Kraken. That's been a pretty good first half of the bracket, wouldn't you say so, Muzdu?
I would.
All right, well, until next time, I'm Like a Bosk.
And I'm Muzdu.